how am I going to recover well enough to keep doing this so that I can get from my 30s to my 40s, from my 40s to 50s to 60s, to my 70s, 80s, 90s, and even beyond that. Now we're going to talk about exercise for longevity. Why? Why exercise for longevity? Having been in the fitness industry for about 20 years as a certified coach, we've gone through functional training, the CrossFit zone, dancer size. We've gone through high intensity interval training. We've gone through the bodybuilding aesthetic phase of training. And now, in the world of the fitness and nutrition industry, exercise for longevity seems to be the phrase of the time. Our focus is along these lines now as well. And the reason for that is for the majority of the population to improve their quality of life now and in your latter years. It's important that you focus on exercise for longevity. Now, does this say CrossFit isn't valuable? Am I saying that high intensity interval training has no place for health and wellness? No, I'm not saying that. But the approach to exercise has to take on not a short-term perspective, but a long-term one. Now, what does this really mean when you walk into a fitness studio or a gym or your home space that you choose to exercise in? It means that the type of programs or protocols you use must keep in mind, how am I going to recover well enough to keep doing this so that I can get from my 30s to my 40s, from my 40s to 50s to 60s, to my 70s, 80s, 90s, and even beyond that. And being in good shape. Being in good shape, not being, but to be in good shape so that you can have the quality of life that will not make you be, maybe, as people say, a burden to family members. How do you do this? Exercise for longevity has to have dosages that don't overwork the body. Consistently enough to not let the body also atrophy or break down, or you lose your capacity so quickly that when you do go to exercise again, it's so difficult that it causes you to quit. So your daily dose must include simple things like pulling, pushing, loaded carries, moving to the floor and getting off the floor. Why? Pulling and pushing involves the largest muscle groups in the human body. Going to the floor, floor exercises. Going to the floor and doing plank, hip bridges, even the regular crunches that some people can handle. Very useful. But going to the floor and getting off the floor today is not something with our modern amenities and improved lifestyles, as they say. It's not something that most folks do. So when you come into a setting where a professional is guiding you, who is intelligently thinking, not about weight loss today, not about the wedding that you want to go, not about the butt that you want to build, but they're focused on helping you be your best. They'll take you to the floor, make you do push-pull, make you do loaded carries. What does loaded carries do? It helps your posture. Today we are here, or we're here at the modern work spaces and places. When you do loaded carries, it helps your posture. It helps to lift you, help you to stand, and when you stand, help you to be physically upright. And maybe that practice of physical uprightness also may help your mental and spiritual uprightness. So, going to the floor, pulling, pushing, carries. Also, cardiovascular conditioning. Exercise that moves you up and down and around so that your heart and lung capacity can be enhanced and also maintained so that you can have not only the good looks, not only the arms, the biceps and the chest, and even for the ladies who like it, the butt, but also for your quality of life so that when you live into your 80s and you see your third or fourth generation, you can not only be the wisdom in voice to them, but also by example, so that your children and your children's children can have a blueprint that they actively engage with and see, so that they can live and maybe even outlive you and I with their quality of life, so that from generation to generation, we continue our upward spiral in optimizing the human performance and lifestyles as we continue on this journey called life. So thank you very much. Have a good day.